Ramsay has also criticized Salt Bae, saying he doesn't actually know how to cook anything other than steak since he's just a butcher. Ramsay even said he saw Salt Bae struggle to boil a potato, calling everything he does a gimmick. He accused him of using his fame to charge customers insane amounts of money for average food. True, no matter what Salt Bae did, he was extremely successful in using his viral fame to scam people with overpriced food and become a multimillionaire. But now, he's facing a massive downfall. Due to his past mistakes, people no longer trust him like before, and many of his restaurants are shutting down one by one.
I know, another Salt Bae story. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. But even before you subscribe, Salt Bae needs to be stopped because the scams are too much.
Named Nusret Gökçe, aka Salt Bae, became a viral sensation from a single Instagram video. When he woke up the next morning, he saw that his video had reached millions of views, turning his few followers into a massive audience.
2016, I make a video. Our waiter, I ask him, can you take a picture and video for me? I make one big tomahawk and then I cut very nice and then I put the salt, with the sun, like a rain, like a snow. And I go to sleep around 1 o'clock. I wake up 6 o'clock and then I open the telephone. My telephone is different. 1 hour, I have 1 million people. We go to Abu Dhabi, 3 million.
Wow.
And then all week, 7 million.
But Nusret Gökçe's life wasn't always like this. Even though he now steals his waiter's tips, as you saw in my last video, he once worked 14-hour days as a butcher and didn't even have a home to sleep in, often resting on chairs. Nusret Gökçe came from a poor family in Turkey. Born in 1983, he had 2 siblings and his father worked in the mines. That's why he had to find ways to escape poverty. He started working in the food business at a very young age, so naturally he became familiar with butchering. He worked in multiple countries while still young, but his breakthrough came in 2010 when he opened his first restaurant in Istanbul. But I know many of you will be shocked by what I'm about to say. His restaurant wasn't actually expensive. It used to be a budget-friendly place where people could enjoy good, tasty food at an affordable price. Shocked, right? Because the word budget doesn't really fit with Salt Bae, the guy who now charges $140,000 for a single table bill at his restaurant. Hard to believe, but yes, he used to run a budget restaurant. But when he saw the good reviews and his growing popularity, he kept raising his prices, even before he went viral. This guy was greedy from the beginning, but I'm saying will become clear when you watch this video.
This was a smash success. Reviews talk about great food, the nice atmosphere, perfect service, and an incredible bargain in pricing. 3 people could eat a 3-course meal with coffees and soft drinks for around $70 total. Within a year of being open, with people claiming it to be the best steakhouse in Istanbul, the prices had went up massively. $70 would get 1 person a meal. This continued to get higher and higher until 2014, where $70 wouldn't even get you 4 cans of Red Bull anymore. So what happened? Being an ambitious man who had travelled the world, Nusret's next step was to bring his fine dining cuisine to the billionaire's backyard, Dubai.
And from that moment, a robber was born, ripping people off for hundreds of thousands of dollars, all for a $10 gold leaf, relying solely on his popularity.
By the way, just letting you know, you can get those gold leaves on Amazon for only $10.
Massive fame and overpriced menu weren't just random. They came from serving some of the biggest celebrities and athletes on the planet. As a result, many people started visiting Nusret's restaurant just for the sake of showing off on Instagram, even when they knew they couldn't afford the food. But let's be real, if you're willingly paying such a ridiculous amount of money just to flex on Instagram, even though many say the food isn't worth it at all, then maybe you deserve to be scammed like this. What do you guys think? Do people who knowingly walk into Salt Bae's restaurant and fully aware he's about to rip them off deserve to get scammed like this? Let me know in the comments.
Whilst eating at Salt Bae Steakhouse in Miami, Dwayne Miranda ordered 2 standard $275 tomahawk steaks, yet he was instead unknowingly presented with 2 golden tomahawk steaks, being charged more than $5,000 for his meal when he eventually got to the counter.
What the hell? $5,000 for just 2 steaks? Really, Salt Bae? Come on, man, don't rip people off this much. You're charging $5,000 for something that probably doesn't cost you more than $60 to make.
We ordered 2 tomahawk steaks and a rack of lamb for the table. When the bill came, we were shocked by the total. They insisted that we ordered the golden option and charged us $1,000 for each. We absolutely did not order that option. Although we did eat what was brought to the table thinking this was the normal presentation for our order, it was clear that the waiter was trying to take advantage of the situation. After disputing the misunderstanding with management, they decided to involve local law enforcement rather than do the right thing. We paid the disputed $5,000 bill to avoid further conflict.
Even though this guy has been scamming people out of ridiculous amounts of money, he made almost $50 million at his peak. But now, that number is dropping fast. Many of his restaurants are shutting down worldwide, and even the ones still open have seen a significant decline in revenue. But the saddest part? When he was at his peak with $50 million to his name, he posted a video of himself meeting his mom after 2 years, and the home she lived in was nowhere near what you'd expect from the mother of a millionaire. People bashed him in the comments, and it sparked a huge controversy. How can
Of course, he does look like the type of guy who will do that to his mom because of his ego. Because tell me, what do you want to do with $50 million if you can't even save? Help your parents.
someone make so much money and still not take care of their own mother? People pointed out that Salt Bae could have brought her to live with him, but instead he didn't even have time to visit her for 2 years, and when he finally did, he
Not seeing your mom for 2 years and having that type of money. It's weird, man, because why do you even make the money then? If the first person that should be running to is your mom. But this guy hasn't seen the mom for 2 years. It's cringe.
He left soon after. This is just my personal opinion, but what's the point of having all this money if your loved ones can't enjoy it with you? If you can't even take time to see your own mother, that's just horrible. Imagine having $50 million and not visiting your mom for 2 years. That's insane. Let me know in the comments. If you had $50 million, what would you do for your mom? And you know what's insane? From the moment he arrived to the moment he left, he didn't even take his sunglasses off in front of his own mother. Bro, it's your mom. You're seeing her after 2 years. At least look at her with your own eyes instead of hiding behind your shades. People bashed him in the comments for this too, calling him out for being so distant, even in such a personal moment. And this guy had the audacity to brag in Time magazine that kids now see him as an inspiration. He actually said that before kids wanted to be doctors and engineers, but after watching Salt Bae, they now want to be butchers. Like, seriously.
He or she would say a doctor, an engineer, astronaut. Now everybody wants to be a butcher because of me. Now if you ask a kid, they want to be Salt Bae. They see me as an idol.
The guy has a big ego. Who sees him as an idol? Anyway, we are the same people keep on making the wrong people famous. So who are we going to blame? We're going to blame ourselves.
I'm an inspiration to a lot of people in a very short period of time. Now this is not a joke, obviously I can't really stop myself from laughing here, but this was an interview from Salt Bae published in late 2021 with The Time.
Well, even I have to laugh at this. A guy who once had an $80 million net worth kept his own mother far away from him and didn't even find the time to visit her once in 2 years. And now, he's an inspiration for young kids? Insane. Many food enthusiasts and vloggers have criticized Salt Bae for his overpriced meals, saying the taste isn't even worth the hype.
Charge you $2,000 for a goat steak that does not taste like anything differently. It makes no difference if you put the goat or if you don't put the goat, but they're gonna charge you a lot of money for it. Goat burger. I actually tried that burger, everybody, when I was there. It is ridiculously expensive. The goat does absolutely nothing. It just costs a lot of money. Save your money. If you really want goat leaves, just go to Amazon and buy them for as little as under $10, everybody.
And this is Salt Bae's main weapon, turning a $30 steak into a $1,000 steak, and making ordinary food look like it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I heard that actually Salt Bae, right? He actually, like, his steaks aren't like $700. They're like $20 to $50, and then he makes like a crazy profit. Like, it's insane, right?
Renowned chef Gordon Ramsay has also criticized Salt Bae, saying he doesn't actually know how to cook anything other than steak since he's just a butcher. Ramsay even said he saw Salt Bae struggle to boil a potato, calling everything he does a gimmick. He accused him of using his fame to charge customers insane amounts of money for average food. True, no matter what Salt Bae did, he was extremely successful in using his viral fame to scam people with overpriced food and become a multimillionaire. But now, he's facing a massive downfall. Due to his past mistakes, people no longer trust him like before, and many of his restaurants are shutting down one by one.
Hope everything doesn't come down, crashing down on him, man, because at this point, Salt Bae needs to be checked. And also this guy, how do you make all that type of money, over $50 million, and you don't even talk to your parent, your mom, to be specific? Man, it's wild. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe, and let's meet on the next video. Crazy!